Hello everyone, it's Welcome Max. A quick video on something awesome. The new improved T'au Railgun profile. I'm going to go through the new stats, compare them to the old stats. Think about the pros and cons. Talk about what it can't do. So what could it hit right now that has 9th edition profiles? And then give you a bit of the cons. Like I don't think the new Railgun is going to be a panacea or a solution for everything. Because remember, it's still got to sit on a very, very weak chassis. So let's get through it. Let's take a look. So, on Warhammer Community today, they previewed the new T'au Railgun rules. So, the T'au Railgun sits on a hammerhead, which is this thing right here, as you can see. It's the vehicle. And currently, it's a 72-inch range. Well, currently, with the new codex, 72-inch range. Heavy 1, strength 14, which is crazy because it can get those T7 tanks. AP minus 6, D3 plus 6, and every time it has a successful wound roll, the target suffers 3 mortal wounds in addition to any damage. That is crazy. Crazy strength, crazy AP. The damage is very reliable now, so it's a minimum of 9 if you have no ability to stop a mortal wound. If you do, your minimum of 6. Probably looking at 7, maybe 8. And let's compare that to the old profile. So the old profile, the hammerhead rail gun. So you can see here, solid shot and submunitions, which it still has submunitions. We'll get to that in a sec. It was strength 10, so we've gone up by 2. AP's gone up by 2. Damage is way more reliable, so it's not a D6 relying on the dice. And it had the D3 mortal wounds, which is D3, not a flat 3, coming off a wound roll of 6. So it is upgraded pretty much in every part of the weapons profile. The strength, the AP, and the damage, all far, far superior to what it was. As well, as we look on the actual hammerhead model itself, so the chassis that carries it, when you select it to shoot, you can reroll 1 hit. So even if it comes out with a ballistic skill of 4, what's it currently rocking? Ballistic skill of 3, and then it degrades because it has 13 wounds, so brackets. Even if you look at a ballistic skill of 4 or 5, you can reroll that hit roll. I am no math hammer, but you're definitely improving your odds to get a successful hit off. And submunitions, now it's no longer baked into the profile, as you can see here, where it's heavy D6, 6 minus 1, 1 blast. It's going to be a strat. 1 CP. And if that model is equipped with a railgun, instead of making attacks with the weapon, you just select the enemy unit. It's the classic roll the D6. 4 up, and you're adding 1 to the roll if it has 11 more models, and 1 mortal wound to a maximum of 8, which is actually quite a lot of a cap. I don't think you'll ever get there. So if you're facing horde armies, you can still take a hammerhead with railgun and feel confident that it can be somewhat useful. So awesome profile, great new stuff. But I'll give you the con first, and the con is, remember, this thing still sits on the hammerhead gunship. And the hammerhead gunship, usually, I suspect this won't change, a base save of 3, 13 wounds, and it doesn't have any invulnerable save. It has drones. It's probably going to retain its drones. So you're going to have 2 drones that can try and take the shot and reduce the initial damage. But it's going to have basically a paper save almost. You put anything with AP into it, it's going to start degrading quite quickly, removing that ballistic skill. So I think that this new railgun on the hammerhead is going to be more of a distraction than anything, right? So your opponent's going to see it, going to see its great profile, and going to try and focus down on it. And probably by round 3, it won't exist. It's hard to hide it. It's a big model. A lot of edges stick out. So you'll probably get 1 to 3 shots off. 3 if you're very lucky. I would bank on 1 to 2 shots off with that railgun. But you could do a lot of damage with it. So let's take a look at the damage we could do. So that profile again, strength 14, my 6, D3 plus 6, 3 if they can't stop the mortal wounds. Let's go take a look at, let's see here. Let's go take a look at something big. Let's go for a knight. Let's see what we can do with a knight. All right, Knight Castellan, something basic. Okay, so since it ignores invulnerable saves, see here, I probably didn't make that clear, ignores invulnerable saves, we're going to count the pure AP. So it's going to go right through, and it's going to deal a minimum of 9. So you're going to take it it's right off the hop. You can take it from a 28 down to a 19 with a little bit more. So you're probably going to, if you use this and something else, make a knight bracket at least within 1 to 2 turns. Again, it's not going to be the ultimate solution to anything large, but it certainly will help you bracket these things quickly. And if you have 1 or 2 of these hammerheads in your army, you're going to take down a knight in 1 to 2 rounds. Let's take a look at something else as well. Yeah, let's go look at the Mauler Fiend and the Forge Fiend. Or Mutilex Vortex Beast. Mutilex Vortex Beast. So this thing right here, big problem. Again, it's going to go right through that, the invulnerable save. It's not going to count. So AP minus 6, 9 off 14, 5 wounds right off the hop, brackets it, and then you're looking at bringing it down. So, you know, it's a very powerful weapon, very powerful profile, but at the end of the day, just be careful. Don't think it's going to solve all your problems, because it still is going to sit on that hammerhead chassis, and that hammerhead chassis, my bet, it's going to stay at save 3 up. Let's see here, hammerhead gunship. Probably stay at save 3 up. This is the old codex, the 8th edition codex. But I would bet that it does that. As well, the points are going to change. You know that they're going to cost it, hopefully appropriately, and you're going to see this move up from 140, especially with Railgun. So, at the end of the day, an awesome upgrade to the Railgun. I definitely have one. Going to go paint it up probably this week. But just be cognizant that if you want to run a lot of these things, then the chassis save is going to come back and haunt you. You're probably going to get 1 to 2 shots out of it, and it's still going to be awesome shots. But don't think that this is going to be the be-all, end-all of your army. All right. If you like that video, like that quick wrap-up of the stats, please subscribe for future videos. Thank you.